What if I told you that the fatigue, brain fog, and slowing metabolism you might be feeling aren't just you getting older? What if they're actually signs of a cellular power crisis? By the time many people are in their 50s, their bodies have far less of a critical molecule that's absolutely essential for life. In fact, levels can drop by 50% or more compared to their youth. But what if you could get it back? Scientists are now focused on a coenzyme called NAD, believing it holds a key to fighting aging at the cellular level. Stay with me, because we're going to break down the science of this incredible molecule, how it powers your body, why it vanishes with age, and what you can do to reclaim your cellular energy. To get why this molecule is so important, we need to zoom in, way in to the level of our cells. Inside every single one of them are trillions of tiny power plants called mitochondria. Their job is to take the food we eat and the air we breathe and crank out energy. The energy they produce is called ATP, and it fuels literally everything you do, from thinking and breathing to scrolling on your phone. Now picture your mitochondria as a high-performance engine. That engine needs fuel, sure, but it also needs a spark plug to ignite it and oil to keep it running smoothly. That's Nicotinamide Adenine Dinucleotide, or NAD. NAD is a coenzyme, which is a fancy way of saying it's a helper molecule. It's involved in hundreds of enzymatic reactions, making it one of the most critical molecules in the body. Its main job is helping create that ATP energy. Without enough NAD, your cellular engines start to sputter and stall. But it doesn't stop there. NAD is also the fuel for a special class of proteins called sirtuins. Think of sirtuins as the cell's emergency response team. They regulate inflammation, keep your metabolism in check, and most importantly, they repair your DNA. And here's the heart of the problem. As we get older, two things happen. First, our DNA gets beat up from a lifetime of environmental stress, toxins, and just the wear and tear of living. This puts the sirtuin repair crew on constant high alert. Second, the very enzymes that use NAD to make those repairs can become overactive. The result is a double whammy. Our demand for NAD goes way up while our body's ability to make and recycle it goes down. The result is a steep, well-documented decline. Scientific research has shown that our NAD levels can plummet by as much as 50% between our 20s and 50s, and they keep falling after that. This isn't a slow, gentle slope. It's a full-blown cellular energy crisis that's behind many of the things we just accept as a normal part of getting older. So, what does this cellular power crisis actually feel like? This isn't some abstract problem happening in a petri dish. You can feel its effects every single day. The most obvious one is fatigue. Not just, I'm a little sleepy, but that deep, persistent exhaustion that no amount of coffee can fix. That's a direct result of your mitochondria struggling to produce enough ATP. Without enough NAD, your body just can't generate the energy it needs. Then there's the brain fog, that feeling when you're grasping for a word. Forget why you walked into a room or just can't focus. Your brain is the most energy-hungry organ you have, and when NAD is low, your neurons can't fire on all cylinders. Sirtuins, which protect your brain cells, can't do their job properly, leading to that frustrating lack of mental clarity. But it gets deeper and more serious. When NAD is in short supply, your sirtuins have to make a tough choice. Make energy or repair DNA? It's like cellular triage, and DNA repair often gets pushed to the back of the line. This is where the problem gets truly alarming. Unrepaired DNA damage builds up, leading to something called cellular senescence, where cells stop working and start spewing out inflammatory junk, damaging the healthy cells around them. This kind of chronic, low-grade inflammation is a key driver of nearly every major age-related disease. This isn't just about feeling tired. Declining NAD is scientifically linked to a higher risk for cardiovascular problems, metabolic disorders, and neurodegenerative diseases. Animal studies show that as NAD drops, so does muscle health, heart function, and insulin sensitivity. It's a domino effect that starts with one molecule and cascades through your entire body, speeding up the aging process from the inside out. For decades, we've pretty much accepted this decline as inevitable. But what if it's not? What if we could actually recharge the cellular battery? This is the revolutionary idea driving NAD research today. Scientists aren't just watching the decline anymore. They're figuring out how to reverse it. The solution is simple in concept. If your NAD levels are falling, you boost them back up. By restoring NAD to more youthful levels, we're giving our cells the resources they need to get back to work. That emergency response team, the sirtuins, suddenly has all the fuel it needs. They no longer have to choose between energy production and DNA repair. They have enough NAD to manage both. This allows them to maintain the stability of our genome, fight inflammation, and protect against the cellular stress that drives aging. Plus, boosting NAD gives our mitochondria a serious tune-up. It promotes a process called mitophagy, which is the cell's cleanup crew for its power plants. It identifies old, sputtering mitochondria and recycles them, clearing the way for new, efficient ones. This means better energy production, which you feel is more physical energy and sharper mental focus. The potential here is incredible. Animal studies have shown that raising NAD levels can improve cardiovascular health, boost cognitive function, and even extend health span, the number of years lived in good health. Researchers at the forefront of the longevity field have been key in highlighting this science, suggesting we might be able to treat aging itself, not just the diseases that come with it. And now human clinical trials are starting to back this up. Studies have confirmed that supplementing with NAD precursors is a safe and effective way to raise NAD levels in the body. Some of these trials are already showing promising results in improving physical function and sleep quality in older adults. So, how do we actually do it? How can we boost our NAD? Luckily, science points to several strategies you can start using today, from simple lifestyle tweaks to targeted supplementation. Let's start with the free stuff. Your lifestyle choices have a huge impact on your natural NAD production. High-intensity interval training, HIIT, is a fantastic way to stimulate NAD synthesis. When you push your body hard, even for short bursts, you signal your cells that they need to make more energy, and thus, more NAD. Resistance training is also a great option. Another powerful tool is intermittent fasting or caloric restriction. Going for periods without eating puts a mild, healthy stress on your cells. This activates survival pathways that help conserve and regenerate NAD. You don't have to do anything extreme. Even narrowing your eating window to 8 hours a day can make a real difference. It's a practice that longevity researchers follow themselves. Of course, diet matters. Your body makes NAD from building blocks found in food, mainly different forms of vitamin B3. Things like turkey, cabbage, cucumbers, and whole grains contain these precursors. A balanced, nutrient-rich diet is the foundation for healthy NAD levels. But for a more direct and powerful boost, many are turning to supplements. You can't just take an NAD pill. The molecule is too big to get into your cells effectively. Instead, we use its precursors, the raw materials your body uses to build it. The two most popular and well-studied precursors are nicotinamide riboside, NR, and nicotinamide mononucleotide, NMN. Both are forms of vitamin B3 that have been shown in human studies to safely and effectively increase NAD levels. These supplements give your cells a direct shipment of the exact parts they need to build new NAD. Recent human trials have linked NMN supplementation to benefits like maintaining walking speed and improving sleep quality in older adults. If you're finding this look into cellular health as fascinating as I do, and you want to stay on the cutting edge of longevity science, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell. We break down complex science like this every week to help you take control of your health. Okay, it's crucial to be both optimistic and realistic here. A lot of the mind-blowing research that showed dramatic effects on aging was done in animal models, like mice. And while those results are incredibly exciting, humans are obviously a bit more complex. The great news is that human clinical trials are picking up speed. Dozens of studies on NMN and NR are either completed or underway, and they consistently show that these supplements are safe and do in fact boost NAD levels. For example, a 2024 study found that NMN intake helped maintain walking speed and improved sleep quality in older adults. The evidence is building, but we have to be honest and say this is still an emerging field. Human studies have yet to prove that raising NAD can extend human lifespan, although the impact on health span looks very promising. This brings me to a really important point. Always talk to your doctor before you start any new supplement routine. This is non-negotiable, especially if you have a pre-existing health condition or are taking other medications. While NMN and NR appear to have strong safety profiles, personalized medical advice is key. We are still at the frontier of this research, and the long-term effects in humans are still being documented. All right, let's wrap this up. We've learned that the fatigue, brain fog, and metabolic slowdown we've always blamed on just getting older have a real biological cause, a cellular power crisis driven by the decline of one vital molecule, NAD. This decline sabotages our cells' ability to make energy and repair damage, which in turn accelerates aging. But the exciting part is that science is showing us this may not be our destiny. The solution is to boost our NAD levels and recharge our cellular batteries. We can do this with powerful lifestyle tools like high-intensity exercise and intermittent fasting, and by exploring targeted supplementation with precursors like NMN and NR, which are showing more and more promise in human trials. We are standing on the edge of a new understanding of aging, seeing it less as something we must passively accept and more as a process we can actively influence. The future of health isn't just about adding years to our life, but adding life to our years. And the key to that future might just be this incredible little molecule. Want to learn more about the specific supplements that are changing the longevity game? Check out our next video right here, where we do a head-to-head comparison of NMN and NR. Thanks for watching.